Welcome to 2020 and the start of a new decade. One can only imagine how cameras will look in 10 years, given what we've just experienced in the previous 10 years and how things have progressed and changed and developed. So this decade is an incredibly exciting time, especially for photographers and filmmakers, and God only knows what kind of cameras we'll be seeing in 5-10 years time. This weekend is the first weekend in this decade, so I've been out on a 7-mile hike with my new Sony a6400 to put it through its paces, see what it can do, and get some good footage of what I come across on this hike. Mainly I'm looking at the bridge flyover, the M2 that runs over Kent, runs over the River Medway in Kent. So I'll be looking to maybe get some footage underneath that and around that and see what we can come up with. One camera that has embrace this dramatic change in digital cameras is the Sony a6400. This way you get a good example of what this camera is capable of, and whether you're looking to invest in a new camera for the year ahead. Obviously this camera has already been updated with the a6600, but for me that's an extra $500, so I'm happy to pay less. I'm not too fussed with the in-body image stabilization. I tend to use my camera on a tripod a lot, or on a solid surface. So that's obviously up to you how you make a decision on that score. But just for $500, just for in-body stabilization, then that's quite a hike in the price. In my previous cameras, I've not had the potential of this camera, especially as it shoots 4K. It has 120 frames per second. It has brilliant autofocus, has a flip up screen. There's so many positives as to why you should get this camera that my previous cameras I could only shoot 1080p most of the time. I'm not saying I shoot 4K all the time with this camera, but I do like to have the opportunity to go into 4K if I desire it. In my opinion, this camera, for those who are looking to get more seriously into video, or even more professionals, this camera's definitely top dollar. I'm hearing some of the downsides of this camera is the flip up screen gets in the way of an attachment for a microphone. But for me, there's no problem at all. I just went out and got a small rig to rig up the microphone on the side of the camera, and it works perfectly. It's brilliant. What I'm really loving about this camera is the fact that it's got a flip up screen, so it's making these kind of videos, selfie videos, so much easier. So framing up and focusing is a dream compared with other cameras that I'm used to in the past. And the autofocus on this camera is absolutely top notch. It's brilliant. It's perfect. I'm an avid time-lapse shooter, so this camera allows you a very simple way to set things up and quickly make up and shoot hundreds of frames for a time lapse. It's no problem at all. It even has an S&Q setting that you can put the camera in, so it actually shoots its own time lapse and edits in camera. But for me, generally I kind of shoot my own time lapse and edit them later in Lightroom. How do you feel about the new cameras? Do they make your life a lot easier? Are you making better content? Anyway, I'd like to wish you all a fantastic decade coming up, and may all your dreams come true and your passion burn brightly for photography and video making. I'll be happy to hear from you in the comments below. Please like this video and maybe subscribe to the channel. That would be fantastic, as I aim to be making some more of these going forward.